Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Welcome back to Two Film Buffs, and today we're going to be looking at the top facts from Jurassic Park.
Wow.
Starting at number 1, we have Jurassic sounds. In the mesmerizing world of Jurassic Park, the eerie ambience of the Velociraptors was miraculously crafted by the ingenious Gary Rydstrom. The film's sound designer faced the mystery of how real dinosaurs sounded. Rydstrom embarked on a creative journey, blending various animal sounds to bring these prehistoric creatures to life. The mighty T-Rex's roar, for instance, was a symphony of elephant trumpets, alligator growls, and tiger roars, with a touch of the personal flair added by incorporating snippets of his Jack Russell Buster. The thrilled Dilophosaurus got its venomous sound not from a menacing source, but from the graceful sounds of swans, offering an unexpected twist on its screen's presence.
No luck catching them swans, then?
It's just the one swan, actually.
The gentle giants, the Brachiosaurus, acquired their melodic croon through slowed-down braying donkeys, creating a harmonious atmosphere in the contrast of their colossal appearance. However, the true revelation lies in the heart-pounding sounds of the Velociraptors. Rydstrom, embracing the call of the wild, ingeniously incorporated the distinctive mating calls of the tortoise. This unusual choice produced a sound falling somewhere between a bark, a honk, and a sneeze, an auditory concoction that echoed through the iconic kitchen scene in Jurassic Park. Stomping in at number 2, the Water Cup. For an intense 3 weeks, Lantieri and his dedicated team toiled relentlessly, striving to bring Steven Spielberg's cinematic vision to life. Despite numerous attempts, the elusive ripple effect remained elusive until a fortuitous accident involving Lantieri's son and a guitar provided an unexpected breakthrough. Whilst experimenting with his guitar, Lantieri placed a drink on its surface, discovering that the vibrations coming from the strumming created a perfect ripple effect. In the stroke of creativeness, Lantieri implemented this discovery for the iconic water cup scene. To achieve the desired shot, he ingeniously ran a guitar string from the cup to the car's floor, essentially tuning it and plucking the strings to synchronize with the impending T-Rex footsteps. This seemingly minor detail became as crucial as the iconic theme music in Jaws, evoking tension and a sense of imminent danger as a colossal creature approaches. Sneaking in at number 3 are giant raptors.
Clever girl.
In the making of Jurassic Park, director Steven Spielberg demonstrated his visionary approach to the portrayal of the Velociraptors. Spielberg's desire of the raptors to stand at an imposing 10 feet tall deviated from the real-life known dimensions of the raptor. However, Spielberg pushed for the modification to heighten the creature's intimidating presence. An artist engaged in pre-production revealed that Spielberg's quest for a more formidable raptor was twofold. First, he sought to exceed the size limitations imposed by the current understanding of these prehistoric predators. Second, Spielberg aimed to infuse the additional layer of menace to the film. This ambition found validation during filming, when paleontologists unearthed a 10-foot tall raptor specimen known as Utahraptors, aligning with Spielberg's revised vision. Spielberg's fascination with incorporating bird-like traits into the dinosaurs manifested in specific behavioural nuances. He envisioned the Velociraptors snapping to attention much like chickens, enhancing their avian characteristics. Another distinctive touch was that Spielberg insisted on having the raptors turn their heads and look behind them, amplifying their ability to strike a more fearsome pose. In a curious nod to suspense building, Spielberg drew parallels between the Velociraptors tapping their claws and Morse code. This subtle yet calculated detail added an eerie dimension to the raptors' communication, creating an atmosphere of heightened tension. Spielberg's amazing direction not only sought scientific accuracy, but also aimed to amplify the cinematic impact, resulting in a memorable and iconic portrayal of the raptors that transcended the conventional understanding of these ancient creatures. At number 4 on our list, non-accidental glass break. Contrary to the popular belief, the iconic moment in Jurassic Park where the T-Rex unexpectedly breaks through the Jeep's glass roof was not an unscripted scare. The prevailing myth is that the actor's terror was genuine and unplanned. It is in fact quite far from the truth. The intensity of Lex and Tim's fear during the breakout scene was a testament to the actors' exceptional performances, rather than a result of the accidental encounter with the T-Rex. The misconception likely stems from a misinterpretation of a quote from Joseph Mazzello, who portrayed Tim, during an interview with Entertainment Weekly around Jurassic Park's 20th anniversary in 2013, where he mentions about the tooth accidentally breaking, not the glass. It's important to acknowledge the actors' dedication and talent, as they were skillfully conveying the sheer terror of the scene, as scripted by the filmmakers. The myth surrounding the T-Rex breaking through the glass may add an element to the excitement to the behind-the-scenes narrative, but it does take away from the actors' true performance, and the amazing efforts that went into creating one of cinema's most iconic moments. Number 5. Broken T-Rex. During the production of Jurassic Park in 1993, the formidable T-Rex, an animatronic marvel, occasionally experienced malfunctions, primarily triggered by the unanticipated presence of rain. Producer Kathleen Kennedy vividly recounts the unpredictable moments when a T-Rex went into what she humorously refers to as the heebie-jeebies, causing unexpected chaos on set. The sheer unpredictability of these occurrences added to the element of surprise and genuine fear to the already filling atmosphere of the film. She went on to say that tensions would arise during seemingly ordinary moments, like lunch breaks, when suddenly a T-Rex would spring to life. The initial confusion among the crew, followed by the realization that the rain was the catalyst, created a unique set of changes and anecdotes from the filming process. The rain-induced malfunctions not only startled the crew, but also created spontaneous reactions, including screams, further highlighting the unpredictable nature of working with such groundbreaking animatronics. At number 6, hurricane issues. Filming took place on a Hawaiian island called Kauai. There was a disruption on set 3 weeks into when production began filming. The island was hit by a hurricane called Iniki. It decimated the island, winds were 120 mph and took out all power to the island, hitting all Jurassic Park sets. The producer was Kathleen Kennedy, and she had to hitch a lift to Honolulu on a Salvation Army plane just to reach a payphone. She coordinated the return of the crew back to LA, then arranged a $20,000 of relief to be transported to Kauai. Production then resumed at Universal Studios when they returned back to LA. When the storm first hit, Spielberg grabbed Dean Cundy, the director of photography, and took him to film the hurricane. Some of those shots made it into the movie, so those shots that you see when the huge waves crashing against Isla Nublar, that's Hurricane Aikini. The cast and crew were moved into the ballroom of the hotel where they were, but Richard Attenborough didn't go. He stayed in bed, sleeping through the entire thing. And when Spielberg asked him how he could do that, Attenborough said, "My dear boy, I survived the Blitz." Number 7 on our list, The Great Bidding Wars. Jurassic Park is based on a novel, originally written by Michael Crichton and published in 1990. Crichton's conception was deemed so strong by Hollywood that studios were bidding on the rights to the books even before it was published. Warner Brothers were in the running and wanted Tim Burton to direct the movie. Columbia wanted it for Richard Donner, and 20th Century Fox were keen on Joe Dante to direct. And James Cameron wanted to make the movie too, but the rights were snapped up hours before he made his bid. Cameron said his vision would have been like Aliens, but with dinosaurs. And Cameron wanted Charlton Heston to play Hammond, Bill Paxton as Malcolm, and Arnold Schwarzenegger as Alan Grant. And finally on our list we have different lead actor. The protagonist of the movie is Dr. Alan Grant. Many actors were in the frame of the role of Grant during casting, including Kevin Costner, Dennis Quaid, Mel Gibson, Richard Dufuis, and Robin Williams, were all considered by Steven Spielberg. Actor William Hurt turned down the role because he said, "I'm not keen on the dinosaur angle."
No!
Kurt Russell also turned down the role when he and Spielberg could not agree on the salary.
No!
And then the role of Alan Grant was offered to, and again turned down by, Harrison Ford. He said that it was just too close to Indiana Jones, so he said no.
No!
In which by the end they finally landed on Sam Neill. And I don't know about you, but I can't imagine anyone else playing the role of Dr. Alan Grant other than Sam Neill. That's all we got time for today, guys. Please write down in the comments what your favourite Jurassic Park facts are. Don't be a Dennis Nedry and forget to like and subscribe. Big thanks to all those that have supported the channel so far, and we'll see you next time.